Hey, Marshall. Welcome to Japan, brother. That's my welcome? Your ugly ass? Where's all my dancing geisha girls? You ain't seen what I'm wearing under this wetsuit.
On paper, Binary Domain doesn't sound like a good game, a bro shooter from Japan aping American action films. Until one important fact is revealed: this game is made by the same team who makes the Yakuza series. If you've ever played a Yakuza game, you'll know that these guys know how to make a bro-down that is both compelling and fun. Toshihiro Nagoshi, the director of the Yakuza games, directed Binary Domain, and it was developed by the same group that develops the Yakuza series. While the game doesn't reach the fever pitch Yakuza does, it is an enjoyable tale and fun to play. Binary Domain was released in 2012 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. I'm playing the PS3 version. Binary Domain is similar to the premise of Blade Runner and Snatcher. Robots have become so advanced that they can imitate human beings. The robots can do this so well that they may not know themselves that they are robots. These robots are called Hollow Children. Now, it may feel that this is a setup for some kind of think piece about what it means to be human.
If it's indistinguishable from humans, where does the machine end and life begin?
Well, this is philosophical bullshit.
Don't worry, it isn't. The premise is simply there to get you shooting, and boy do you. The game opens with Dan Marshall and his chatty friend Bo on a secret mission to infiltrate Japan. Japan has turned into a closed society due to the effects of global warming. The country became so badly flooded by rising sea temperatures that new cities needed to be built on top of the old ones. The society is now tiered much like their architecture. Reserved for the poor are the lower flooded areas. The top is for the most affluent. Due to the amounts of life lost during flooding, robots are now used as the labor force throughout the world. Dan and Bo's mission is to find Amata, who they believe created the Hollow Children, now running amok around the world. They are accompanied by the rest of the Rust crew. The Rust crew are sent out to find and destroy Hollow Children on the authority of the UN. The other members are a less than convincing English squad.
You must be a Rust crew.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I'm in my six.
Ah, like James Bond.
Who?
A Chinese sniper.
They said there'd be a Chinese squad, too. File photo doesn't do her justice. She looks familiar. Reminds me of an actress or someone.
Come on, Bo, you know the only movies you watch are porn. Oh, yeah, right, with the... yeah. Hey, watch this. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Dan, and that is my partner, Bo.
Ni hao.
And lastly is a Frenchman, who is a very surprising addition to the group. The story of Binary Domain is a Japanese take on hokey action films of the 90s. With scenes like this,
I don't want to die.
You won't. Only humans can die.
you'll have plenty of cheese to keep you interested. However, the writing is fun and pithy.
Bigger the better.
Look, kids, you shouldn't be hanging about. We're here on business, God. It could be dangerous. Sod off.
We've been waiting here for hours, and that's all the things we get?
Sorry?
Your business is our business, tough guy. I'm here to take you to Mifune. So follow me.
She just called me tough guy.
I think she did.
Come on, tough guy.
Bunch of bloody kids.
Occasionally, Binary Domain's attempts at humor can come off as a bit crass.
You can get anything you want down here,
So I see.
including crabs.
Binary Domain's key strength in storytelling is strong characterization. Much like Nagoshi's other games, like Yakuza and Shenmue, the characters are the most important part of the story. As you play through Binary Domain's campaign, you'll begin to feel a sense of real camaraderie between the characters. The game never gets overly serious, but you'll definitely have your own favorite member of the Rust crew when the credits roll. Binary Domain is a cover-based third-person shooter with squad-based gameplay mechanics that are interesting, if not a bit shallow. The action revolves around finding cover, popping off a few shots, and that's about it. A major component of taking down your enemies is dismembering them limb for limb. You can shoot off their arms, legs, and heads to varying effects. Shooting the arm holding a gun will make the robot drop their gun, but they pick it up with the other. Shooting off their legs will make them crawl towards you, trying to get a claw on you. Headshots are the most effective, making robots attack their allies instead of you. Binary Domain does an excellent job at making the robots feel relentless. They're always a threat. Your squad is also important. You can give orders to them in a limited way. This was a major selling point of the game because you can give orders through a microphone. I'm not a big fan of this, mostly due to the fact that if someone were to walk into the room while I'm playing Binary Domain, I'd look like an insane person, shouting at the TV, "Move! Move! If that's not your thing, you can just give orders through a menu by pressing L2. The other main innovation is that your crew will be more helpful the more they like you. You'll be asked questions by your teammates, and based on your response, they'll like you more or less. It's hard to know what they will like and what they won't. Making matters worse is that friendly fire makes your teammate disgruntled. They tend to get in front of you during combat, making friendly fire an inevitability. Limitations aside, Binary Domain is a fun game, and the minor issues can easily be overlooked. The common complaint about Binary Domain is that it's visually dark. This is intentional. The Rust crew go up through the flooded cities to the highest levels of Tokyo. Once they're at the top, there's a lot more light. At first, the setting seems as if it was in a war zone. The locations change into a high-tech, high society. The facial animations for your group are well done, and the character designs are portrayed in a militaristic style. The robots have an alien look to them that feel threatening. The big bosses have a sleekness to them that give the impression of being both dangerous and futuristic. By far the best aspect of the visuals, when you're blasting enemies, blowing them apart, piece by piece. Seeing the shrapnel flying off the killing machines gives a visceral feedback to the player that I can't recall anything else quite like it. The sound of Binary Domain is well done, the things that go boom are loud, and the thud of machine gun fire is realistic. There's plenty of explosions in Binary Domain, and they have a cinematic feel that makes the player feel like they're in a Hollywood movie.
That scraphead is really starting to bug me.
Fire in the hole!
Shit!
The music is pretty strange, it suits the game, but it all is a mismatch of techno and metal. There isn't much here that I would listen to outside of the game.
First, take cover! Shit, this is bad. Gotta do something.
The voice acting is all over the place. I enjoy most of the voice actors, with the exception of some of the characters with accents. Some of them work and some of them just don't.
Well, I don't like hanging back, so I'll take point.
Might I remind you that I'm in command here? Not that I expect pulling rank would benefit your attitude.
I especially like how the Japanese characters speak Japanese. This feels genuine to me, as well as creates a sense of difference between the Rust crew and the characters they meet along the way. Some of the voice acting is questionable, but the majority of it is light and fun. Binary Domain will take you about 9 hours to complete. While it isn't that long, it does have replay value due to higher difficulties and just how hilarious the game is. Binary Domain can be found for under $10, making it an affordable, fun experience. Binary Domain is one of those games that makes you appreciate Sega, Toshihiro Nagoshi, and the whole crew that makes Yakuza. There isn't any need for this game to exist, but it does, and it's surprisingly good. If you see it, you should definitely pick it up. Pop some popcorn and get ready for some stuff to explode. That's it for week 3 of March Mecha Madness. This year's theme is Mechanized Menaces. Check back for our finale next week. It'll be a doozy. This is Zach with Tanuki Games. Please remember that a like, a comment, or subscribe means a lot to me and, of course, the channel. Enjoy.
They ain't green. Reckon they want to light us up.
I wonder what their parents would be thinking of them now!